Welcome everyone back to our next episode of Let's Discuss. I must say Patrick and I have been pretty excited about this next series because the things we're going to be talking about and discussing are really probably one of the main challenges that we hear with practice managers and their team. And that is, how do I keep my team motivated? Don't you hear that all the time in our workshops as well?
And sometimes it's even difficult to motivate yourself. And then how do you motivate other people around you? So we have done some really good research on motivation. And we've found some interesting material that we would like to share with you. And also in the next 3 episodes where we're going to go a little bit more into detail of each one of those steps. So what is it that we have found, Anita, that we can share with the team?
Well, the thing is, and I'm sure you realize this, that motivation and how we motivate ourselves and others has changed. It's not way back when we always thought it's to do with the money, how much we pay them, do we give them an incentive that's financial. There are other things that motivate our team members and ourselves as well. And a lot of that's got to do with the environment that we're working within. And as a practice manager, you have a lot of control in changing that environment and creating an environment where people are self-motivated. So it's intrinsic motivation. It comes from within instead of externally, always by giving money, giving a day off, giving a pay increase or those types of things.
And I also think that one of the keys when it comes to motivation is to talk to your team members. Really try to understand in conversations with your team members what motivates you. Because when we work with different generations, we see that the younger generation really seem to be motivated by things that are helping the world to become a better place, whereas someone else from another generation might be motivated by something completely different. So you need to have a conversation with your team members, knowing what motivates them.
Absolutely. But 3 key things to assist you, which we'll talk about here, and then, as Patrick said, go into more details in the other sessions. And that is, it's called the AMP system, and it comes from MIT.
Yes.
And the study showed that in being able to create an environment that's autonomous, in other words, a team member or the individual is able to do things at their time, in their pace. Obviously, it needs to get done in a timely way at work, but without someone always being on top of them and micromanaging them. The other one being mastery. Do you want to talk about that?
And mastery, which has to do with feeling that you're really good at something in the practice, which is a really strong motivator. Feeling that you are trained up to do something specifically well. Could be anything really, but having team members who feel like you can come to me because I'm a specialist in this area. So that's all about mastery.
And last of all, probably the most critical thing that I think anyone is motivated by is having purpose. In other words, why am we doing what we're doing? Why am I doing what we're doing? What is the bigger gain, which is, again, what you said earlier, that we want to feel like we're contributing to something bigger than ourselves.
That's right.
So
in the 3 next episodes, we're going to go much more into detail on each one of these 3 steps. And we're also going to give you some tips, things that you can do with your teams to create great motivation for your team members. So if you have any ideas on how to motivate your team members, why don't you leave us a comment here below, and we can discuss that at the next time when we see Let's Discuss how to motivate your team. See you next time.
See you then.